Welcome to heaven. Check it out. Beautiful. That was a good little break. I definitely needed that one. About 5 minutes. It's about 4:15 right now. Almost about time to get back into the woods, the landscape. Just cut through the woods, all the hills and stuff. Directly west and then directly southwest. There's a lot of truth out here. And nature has all of it. If the ancient peoples were out here, which they would have been, this is like the most heavenly place. You got the waterfall on the other side over here, on the right. I bet they had communities up on this land right here. Directly in this spot. Don't have time to go looking around today. Let's just say that they were out here. The truth is held within nature. They know it all. You know we're bound to run in some more trails out here. They are all over the place, meandering through the landscape. I'm just trying to go a route I've never taken before. All the areas that I passed when I was on the mountain bike, looking up, looking down, all around. They stood on these rocks too. The ancient ones. Looking down at the creek. See, this is the kind of stuff that you see from the trail on the mountain bike when you're on the mountain bike. Places like this. Probably done by tractors back in the 30s and the 40s, maybe the 20s. It's a little bit harder than I expected. Directly west is along this line of rocks. Man, kind of hard to climb over. That takes a lot of time and effort though, to pile these rocks up in a straight line like this, back in the old farming days. There's got to be at least a couple of thousand rocks out here in a straight line. That's wild. You can definitely build some kind of structure with all these rocks. You could. Yep, unfortunately for us, west is up a hill. Let's hope I sleep well tonight. Oh well. Oh, it's a red oak. Not that old. I just saw the arms hanging out. Looks like one of the old roads out here. It's leveled off right through here. Go figure, it's the trail, dang it. I didn't want to make it to the trail, guys, dang. Perfect example when a shortcut is not really a shortcut. I'm trying to go vertical through the landscape though. Find the midpoint between the trails and go north to south or south to north to see if we can spot cool things, you know, things that we've never seen before. Looks like we might have had an old structure up here. You know, little things like this. It's nothing important, nothing that, you know, nothing that big really. Just part of human history. Three and a half minutes later, right into a trail. But to be honest with you, that's definitely not a bad thing at this time of day. At 4:37, we got about 5 hours before complete darkness. Crazy. Nothing but trees and rocks. And that's a dang good thing too. Ooh, there goes a red sign. I see what it says. I know exactly what it says. It says, warning, a firing range. Oh, check this out. I finally found something. If I can get around these spider webs without taking them out. stuck. Yeah, check this out. There's got to be a trail close by. I don't see one yet though. What is it? I don't know. Some kind of structure that the teenagers made back in 2011, 2012. You're going to say it's a lot older than that. Well, it could be. Cool find for the day. Just the teenagers out having fun, that's it. Trying to build a structure like it's 3,000 years ago. I haven't pinged myself on Google Earth yet. Dang, that is a big one. That one's going to fill up a huge pocket. I mean, it's going to fill up the entire pocket. The pocket is not huge. No garbage cans out here. We're at the top of the trail now. The trail that just meanders through the landscape. Oh, look. Looks like they left a couple of cedar trees standing. They didn't cut them down. Yeah, it's an old oak over there, about 110 years old. That's what I was seeing. Humongous branches over there. Boy, am I ever getting tired. And we're surrounded by trails. I'm trying to make it to the pine forest over there by Pole Bridge Creek because I wanna, they got some big hills and I wanna see if there's large outcroppings, large cliffs or something like that that overlook the creek. Why, I don't know. I just want to cut through heaven today. And we're having fun doing it. time to go completely west. We're about 3,200 feet from Pole Bridge Creek. I'm not going to go down to the creek though, because I know how it drops off and there's like nothing but flood zones real close by. So we're basically, there's about 350 feet we're not going to be, exploring it. What an experience today. I'm having a blast. I know it might be boring to you. I'm just trying to transplant myself into like 5 different locations at one time, places I don't go to often because they're so far away. And there's no parking. I mean, this right here, I tell you about this all the time. Look, there's golden leaves right there. Gold for the day again. Thank you, guys. But this right here is the exact same geology that you find at Kennesaw Mountain. It's the exact same geology that you find at Pine Mountain. Both of them. Both Pine Mountains. The one up there by Cartersville, right off the freeway. Right behind those new hotels. Right off the exit on the right-hand side. The exact same type of geology. The exact same type of granite. But so different than Kennesaw. I mean, not Kennesaw, but Stone Mountain. This granite's a little bit more dense. Don't be sticking out. Dang, don't ever be sticking out. I gotta be more careful when I find places like this. You don't know what you might step on. Cool chill spot though. I mean, this is what I'm trying to do. If you look at it like this, I can be at Pine Mountain, on the trails that go up and down through the landscape. Or I can be at Pine Mountain in Cartersville. Or I could be at Kennesaw Mountain, around the base of the mountain. So basically I can be in 4 places at one single time by just doing this. But you got to be careful with it. They will definitely get you lost and turned around. You might actually think you're in one of those spots. You just have to find your way to the map to realize where you really are. You know, the pointers, the trails. Another balloon. You're kidding. I just picked up 2 more, stuffed them in the left pocket. And the left pocket's full. And I think I just spotted another one. How many balloons is that so far today? That could be a cool game for us next time we do this. I mean, but it won't be out here. We're already collecting all of them. So the game doesn't exist today. And they're not going to be out here any longer. It's going to take a while for them to accumulate. This has got to be at least the 10th one that I found today. But to be honest with you, at least that's all it is. Golden hearts. What you know about that? And I see the concrete path right now. I know you see that line. Right in the center. I know what you're going to tell me though. You're going to tell me I'm doing this all wrong today. Well, I'll do it later. What you're going to be telling me when it comes to doing this right here. You're definitely going to tell me that I'm doing it wrong because I should have stayed close to the main drags the entire day in the woods. Because if these were old roads back in the day, where do you think all the old dumping grounds are going to be? Right next to the road. Yeah, even I know that. I just wanted to cut through the landscape and find the celebration balloons all day. And we are raking in the gold. Something is brewing around us. Looks like we might get hit with something. Let's hope it's not going to be branches falling from trees. That's for dang sure. Yeah, it would be a cool game somewhere else in an endless landscape. But these endless landscapes are far and few between, you know. They are. This is one of the largest that we come to. Places like this. But that would definitely be a cool game to go out. Maybe an entire weekend. 2 days in a row. And just walk through the landscape and see how many party balloons we can find in the woods. Just a cool little game. Just to help pick up heaven, you know. Clean it up. We made it. I think that's the path right over there. I see concrete. What an adventure today. 7:05. And look at this pile of rocks that symbolizes a grave. It's not a grave though, is it? They don't pile rocks like this. They usually spread them out a little bit more. No, that's not a grave. What I need now is a grave for the garbage. Which is what? A garbage can. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. And also ain't nothing like making it back safely. Here we go. Time to look all crazy. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Let me get the cord out of the way. Just taking pictures. Acting like a child. Where's the best route out of here? without getting cut up by the briars that they plant next to the trail. The animals plant. Now, you know how this works. The second you try to get out, people start walking by and you look all crazy because you're stepping out of the woods with party balloons in your hand because you've been collecting all day. About dang time. I started getting a little bit worried there for a minute. My left hand's about to fall off holding all this stuff. I even collected a couple more things I'm holding on to. What a day indeed. Back where we began today. Right here. Is that ever going to hurt tomorrow? Maybe the next 2 or 3 days. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hold on to the handles of the elliptical machine at the gym. It's a little bit too late for this, but we still did good. For real. There goes the plastic bag I was waiting on. See you later.